This design is called Mermaid's Tail, and the reason why is because of the aquatic effects. Let us show you what it's going to look like. Let's begin by preparing the natural nail. We're going to begin by pushing the cuticle back. Once we push the cuticles back, we're going to take our electric file at our lowest speed, and again, gently remove shine from the surface. I like to start around the cuticle area and work diagonally through, and again, making sure we are thorough. It's really important to create a nice textured surface for any enhancement, especially acrylic. We're going to use swipe to cleanse the surface of oils, contaminants, and dust. This is going to prepare us for protein bond application. It's really important to start off by applying one coat all the way through cuticle to free edge on all 10 nails. After you're done applying to 10 nails, you're going to come back and apply your second coat. We're going to use a small glass dampen dish and dispense enough monomer for the application. Notice, we're going to take an even amount of blue and the same amount of yellow. And this is going to create our aquamarine effect. The first thing in the application process is going to be building the perfect smile line. We have to make sure that we load up our brush, and again, we do not want to juggle around the dampen dish and release monomer unevenly from side to side. What we want to be able to do is load it up, tap it. This will give you enough monomer on the side you're going to pick up. We do not want to drag. What we want to be able to do is lightly press in one location, which is going to allow you to pick up not only the most consistent pearl, but again, probably the best workability. I'm going to set it down while it's wet, and we're going to keep the finger pointed down towards the smile line while we get the cuticle area nice and thin. Notice how the product will run perfectly into place. When we tuck our smile line back, we're going to use the side of the brush and gently tuck back. Gently tuck back. We don't want to cut. We want to use the side of the brush to create the perfect shape. And as you can see, I've kept the center, which is the very end of the smile line, at the lowest point. Notice when you're looking down the barrel of the nail, it's going to be even thickness from side to side. Once we are done building the perfect smile line with the right amount of acrylic, we are now going to apply our nail form. We're going to pre-pinch the tip. I'm going to make sure that we apply the form flush to the natural nail. Again, giving it a nice pucker so we have good C-curve shape. I'm going to take a separate brush and we're going to build the base layer of the free edge with our aquamarine color. I'm going to use a separate brush and the monomer. I'm going to set it flush to the natural nail, and I'm going to make sure that we are going to build it flush to the tip. Notice as I'm walking down the side, I bring it even with the growth channel and use the body of the brush to butt it up. Again, not just flush to the natural nail, but even with the growth channel. We're going to do this on both sides. Once we are done building the free edge with the custom liquid art, we're going to take Pool and Mixer from the Block Party collection, and we're going to butt these colors up to the smile line. And again, I want to make sure that we use a nice thin layer. And whatever residue has built up, I'll lightly be able to bring that over the tip in a nice fade. I'm going to use just a little bit of speed clear on the tip. We're going to use just a little bit of speed clear over the tip. And we're going to use a combination between moody confetti and blueberry icy mylar. And again, I want to make sure that we get it into the right areas. And what I can actually do is by using the back of my brush, I can push it into the acrylic so that it sticks. Remember, the tip is still soft. This is going to allow you to come in and push the material so that it's embedded inside the tip. We're now going to cap it with speed clear powder. Notice how I actually lay the brush down backwards, which is going to leave just enough product at the free edge for me to work from side to side with the body of my brush. Because I built the free edge thin, this is going to allow me to do the last part of the design, which is the netting impression. Remember, we do not want to use the into you netting too quickly. If you go in when the product is too wet, you have an opportunity to tear the acrylic. So give it a chance to set for anywhere between 30 and 40 seconds. Another tip that I have is actually taking the into you netting and dipping it inside the speed clear powder. This will prevent the netting from actually sticking to the free edge. As it starts to dry, we want to be able to take this, and again, with my finger underneath, what I'm going to do is firmly push down, and this is going to embed the netting into the free edge. Another tip that I actually have is taking just a little bit of speed clear powder. I'm just going to kind of dust that away, and what that will do is it'll actually make it easier for you to remove the netting so that you do not tear the acrylic. Nice and easy, pull it away. And as you can see, we create that mermaid tail look. We're now going to take a combination between the silver and black acrylic. So what I do is I like to double dip and just kind of press it into the free edge to fill up all that loose space. We're now going to allow this to dry. Once it's set, we're going to get ready for our file finishing technique. I remove the nail form, and we still have enough flexibility in the free edge for me to be able to pinch in the perfect size C-curve. One of the things that the magic wand allows me to do is come in and pinch right at the stress area so that the ears, the top of the smile line, they don't stick out too much. I want to be able to fold that area in. Remember, don't push with a lot of pressure. There's enough pressure on the magic wand for you to tuck those corners in perfectly. We're going to begin by filing the perimeter in, making sure that our sidewalls, our lower arch, and the front end of the nail is going to be dead straight. Once we are done doing that, we're going to take our safety bit. We're going to use our I formation roadmap to file it into the perfect shape. I'm going to use the body of the bit and file down the upper arch, going from zone 1 to zone 3. I'm going to look down the barrel of the nail, behind the smile line, and again use zone 3 through zone 2 through zone 1 in one direction. Right-handers, you are pulling towards yourself. In forward, left-handers, you are working in reverse and again pulling towards yourself. Once I have shaped the perfect C curve, I'm going to work around the cuticle area in one direction. And once we are done doing that, I'm going to come through the whole entire body and make sure that we file everything into perfection. I'm going to use my hand file to do the final bits of my filing. Again, our electric file is designed to remove bulk. Our hand file is used to file into perfection. I'm going to use swipe to cleanse the surface. We're now going to use our finish gel and apply a nice coat from cuticle to free edge. And this is going to bring all of the elements of design out. Let's get it inside the light for 2 minutes. Once the finish gel has cured, we're going to condition the cuticle area and the hyponychium with rose cuticle oil. We have just completed the mermaid tail.